Hello, I'm John Halley. I'm one of the founders of a big solar co-op. We're a not-for-profit cooperative that builds solar all across the UK with the help of our staff team, our volunteers. We've got over 100 volunteers and over 1,000 investor members. We've built 11 sites so far and we've got over 40 in development. And these are across rooftops, mostly large rooftops. So these are commercial buildings, all community buildings. Everything from a food packing plant in Cambridgeshire to a listed building in the Forest of Dean by way of a doctor's surgery in Birmingham and supermarkets across the Midlands. We've got a simple view. We think every site that could have solar should have solar. And when we go and speak to people who own these sites, they generally agree with us and they say, well, we've tried to do it before, but we didn't have the knowledge or we didn't have the money. We solve that problem for them. So we build and own the solar on their rooftops and we sell them electricity at a cheaper rate than they would buy it from the grid. Most of our sites are on rooftops, but there are places where it makes sense to put solar panels on the ground. And we found one of them. It's our new project, Whiteborough Solar Park. Whiteborough is a perfect place for solar. It's not being used to grow crops at the moment. In fact, it's very low-grade agricultural land. And one of the reasons it is low-grade agricultural land is until very recently, it was a coal mine and eventually was the site of an open cast mine into the 1960s before being filled in. So we're literally turning a coal mine into a solar park. Because the ground is quite poor, we're able to improve biodiversity on the site. So we've got plans to reseed the area with wildflower seed and build a new hedge which provides nesting environments for birds and for other animals. The Whiteborough Solar Park project will more than double our capacity, so to build it we need to raise a lot more money. And we're doing this through a bond offer, our first ever bond offer on the FX platform. Just like our share offer, we're keeping it as accessible as possible. The minimum investment is still £100. There's an additional benefit to bonds that you can wrap the bond in an ISA, an innovative finance ISA, which means that for most people the interest will be tax-free. That interest is paid annually at a standard fixed rate of 5.5% and the bond duration is 7 years. So at the end of 7 years you get your capital back. One thing that we've championed over the years is ethical sourcing. There's credible evidence that a lot of solar panels are made with raw materials that are sourced using forced labour. That's something that we don't accept, and we've always been willing to pay more for solar panels which have a clean supply chain. And we're doing that at Whiteborough too. But we're actually going a little bit further with this project. We're using second life solar. So solar panels that have been used somewhere else and which were going to be recycled, we're actually able to reuse on this site. We're really excited about our overall mission and above all about our new Whiteborough project. I mean, we're really getting to turn an old coal mine into a clean generation facility, a solar park. We hope you'll consider joining us.